Tech giants have been called out by prominent figures for seemingly censoring Donald Trump's search results, opting to instead push Kamala Harris content. Sky News All Stars Sharri Markson, Rita, Panahi and Kosha Gada investigate the phenomenon and reveal what's really going on. A wave of criticism is being directed at tech giants Meta, Google and Snapchat for a bizarre trend that Trump supporters have noticed. Elon Musk, owner of X, called out Google after sharing a search of the keyword Trump rally, and instead of being shown news results about Donald Trump, was shown results about Kamala Harris's rally instead. And again, Elon Musk slammed Google for election interference after discovering a search ban on Donald Trump. Other online commentators have backed up Elon Musk's claims, with this user asking, why is it that when you Google Donald Trump, you get news about Kamala Harris, but when you Google Kamala Harris, you don't get news about Donald Trump? Billionaire Grant Cardone added more evidence of Google suppressing Donald Trump searches, saying Google suppressing searches on Trump assassination, it's like it didn't happen. Google also suppressing polls you see showing Harris winning, or even CIA's Google suppressed Trump search. There are more choices when you search my name, Grant Cardone. Sky News All Stars Sharri Markson and Kosha Gada agree, saying the search results are ominous for the role of big tech in the upcoming election.
Google, as in the search engine, is censoring results for the assassination attempt of Donald Trump. And instead, we're seeing that Google is suggesting recommended search results for Ronald Reagan, Hitler, Bob Marley, anything you can think of, but not Donald Trump. I actually tested this out today, and anyone at home can do it as well. Go to Google, type in attempted assassination on, and even when you start writing DONALD, Donald Trump does not come up. Kosha, I think this is ominous for the role of big tech in the upcoming US election.
100%. I tested it out as well, and it doesn't even stop with Google. I also tried it in ChatGPT, and it comes out and says that there are no credible reports from credible sources that he, in fact, had an attempted assassination. That's outrageous.
Wow.
I think it really brings to point this issue with big tech, where Google is 85% of the search industry. And Bing is the other 15% there. By the way, it works. They're not doing this. So you've got so much power in this one company that has so much of a market power as well as information control power. You layer on AI with the ChatGPT example, it's only going to get worse. But for a few flashpoints, you've got X, you've got some media outlets, you've got independent media that's sort of making this known. But it is really, really ominous. And it's just another version of what we saw in the last election with the Hunter Biden laptop suppression or this suppression. And you're seeing it in real time. And unfortunately, a lot of people who get their news from just these platforms and aren't as literate about going out and finding other sources will be, unfortunately, their opinions are shaped, or erasure is happening right before our eyes.
I mean, it's interesting that the left is so worried about disinformation, as we all are, but the left makes it a campaign platform. They've tried to have disinformation commissioners, and yet on ChatGPT, no credible information that there was an assassination attempt on Donald Trump.
Australian LNP Senator James McGrath agrees, saying it's good that people like Elon Musk exist to call out the tech companies, or else they would get away with a lot more.
Now let's have a look at this story. We discussed this last night, that Google is censoring search results for Donald Trump's assassination attempt, and then overnight, Google has now responded to this. A spokesman for the tech giant said that Google's systems, and I warn you, this is a bit of gobbledygook, they said that protections against autocomplete predictions associated with political violence, which were working as intended prior to this horrific event, and they say they're working on improvements to ensure our systems are more up to date. James, this is nonsense. I mean, you type in attempted assassination of, and there's no Donald Trump that comes up. All these other people come up, and even when you type in DONALD, it still doesn't come up. You wouldn't be so suspicious, except that the tech giants do have a history of censoring stories that are firmly in the public interest. James McGrath.
They are censoring stories, whether it is deliberately or it's through some algorithms or whatever it is, because we do know that the big tech companies have traditionally lent to the left. And what we're seeing, not just with Google, but Facebook also censored that famous picture of Donald Trump with the security guard, with the security guards around him and the flag in the background. They censored that. So it is a bit of a wake-up call, and it's good that we've got Elon Musk coming out, someone who was formerly of the left and is coming out now to help call out these big tech companies. Because the danger is, if they're prepared to censor Donald Trump, what else are they prepared to censor? And what don't we know? This is the issue. What don't we know that is being censored?
Sharri Markson then added a possible reason for the suppression of information.
And Elon Musk tweeted, or I don't know what his new word is for X, but anyway, he tweeted saying probably just a coincidence that Google employees were the top donors to Biden. So an accusation there that this is politically motivated, Gary.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think even the response from Google you've read was actually generated by artificial intelligence, because it is, without a doubt, give me a response to keep Sharri Markson happy, and they've sort of come up with something. So, but artificial intelligence is better than absolutely no intelligence, the often not talked about ANI. But look, Sharri, in the end, we've got to do our research, pick up a book, read papers, read a range of stuff. Don't just simply ask Google to separate the facts from the fiction. And the problem is that a whole generation of people just now are just so used to trusting what comes through their device. I mean, Wikipedia has been a classic example, in my view, that school kids, I think, should be marked down for using Wikipedia as their only source, because you can just make stuff up. You can do whatever you like there.
Yes,
so,
exactly.
Get a range of views. But thank God for Elon Musk, because he is now the arbiter of all fairness in the broad economic reality of the social media space.
There
as indeed you are, Sharri, as well.
Thank you. Always enjoy a compliment. But there are other problems on the platform X, no question. But we don't have time for that now. Gary Hard.
And as the tech giants are being called out, they're coming up with excuses, reveals Sky News All-Star Rita Panahi.
Now, Meta's fact checkers are claiming that an iconic image now of Trump after his near assassination is an altered photo. You all remember this image where he got up, put his fist up, said fight. Absolutely outrageous, but not surprising. Now we've got a Facebook representative who has admitted this was a mistake and apologised, but the so-called fact checks on Meta, that's both Facebook and Instagram, are highly partisan and always, Daniel, in the one direction.
Spot on. They're not apologising because they got it wrong. They're apologising because they got caught out.
And Google is doing the same thing, dismissing their censorship of Trump's assassination attempt, saying it was an innocent mistake. It's not just the big players Meta and Google censoring Donald Trump, even Snapchat AI won't entertain a Trump search. The questionable behaviour by tech giants has propelled US Senator Roger Marshall to launch an investigation, saying, "I am launching a full investigation into Google's censorship and bias that is constricting the free flow of information. Google, the largest search engine operator in the world, has become a propaganda wing of the left. No more hiding behind your algorithm, your time is up."